Good morning. Please join me with 3 offerings of Om. Hands to chest center. Inhale. Morning. It's day 7 of immersion week. I'm doing it. Last night I got home and I was so tired that I just hung out for a little bit and got into bed and just hunkering down. And all of a sudden, I forgot to videotape, but I realized there was nothing left of me. I was too cozy and too sore and too tired to get up and do anything else. But it was good. It was slept really well last night, and I'm up and I'm ready. We got to sleep in a little bit. Our first class this morning is 10:30 and not 6 o'clock or was the other time in my brain's 8:30. I think we've been going at 8:30 a couple days too. Yeah, great. This has been such a great experience. I'm just stoked that I'm feeling so good. Day 7, my muscles aren't doing too bad this morning. I have this 10:30 class. It's supposed to be kind of a killer class. I've never actually taken it in the time that I've been in Nikki's studio. She practices and she doesn't come around and do any assists or any special instructions. It's for more experienced students. I've invited Andrea and her mom and Rachel to come join. I think Rachel's going to be the one that's going to come down and join. She's an amazing, phenomenal yogi that teaches in New Jersey, and she posts these videos online all the time of herself doing yoga, and it's just jaw-dropping, beautiful. The girl is so strong. The stuff she can do just blows my mind. And apparently she's been a dancer her whole life and has just amazing flexibility and strength, and she just posted a video last night of herself doing yoga at the airport while she's waiting for her flight. That's pretty rockin'. And doing stuff that I'm sure made everybody waiting for their flight pretty impressed. Anyway, I'm going to be excited. I'm excited to share that with her, the studio and the class, and everyone's just so open and loving and sharing so much of themselves, and it's such a safe place. Nikki is really creating just a little. I mean, it's always been a little oasis, that studio, but this week has just been magical. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much for this experience. I'm not sure right now how to put into words, but one of my favorite things has been like our mock teaching. Like we, all the students get on their mats, and then one of us will get up and teach, and it's been like no studying, no real time to like figure out what you're gonna do, and it's actually awesome. You know, I really haven't had time this week to like focus on let me get all this down, let me get this figured out. But like they're saying, all of us have been doing yoga so long that we know it in our bodies. It's just that, standing in front of everybody and then trying to remember everything that we know and do the right cues at the right time. I mean, we got to tell them when to breathe in and breathe out and breathe in and breathe out, when to put their right foot here and their left foot there, and it's like kind of like doing the hokey pokey. And yesterday I got core. We had different sequences. We just, like, everything was thrown into a hat at the last minute, and my section, or the sequence, was core, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know I don't know what those poses are, and can I look at my book? And they're like, nope. So, deer in the headlights. So got on my mat. I'm like, all right, figure it out, Tracy. So because core is the very last sequence that we did, I had some time to think about it. But so then I flashed to my classes with Chris, like all the core stuff he does, because he's also a personal trainer, so he gives us a lot of core. And so I'm like, oh, I do know this in my body. I got this. So, it's so joyful to see everybody up there, and you can see everybody growing. And so when it came to be my turn, I jumped up there, and I did my first core sequence, and Dave was doing some fanciness because he's amazing. Up in front, he was adding in some special, some more advanced yoga to what I was asking him to do, and I was like, and so I was kind of like giving him a moment to get into his pose, and everybody was holding, and at the end they were like, Tracy, you're so hard, you've held that so long. I'm like, okay, mental note, maybe that's a little long, but it started to make me feel like a badass. I felt a little like Nikki. I tell you to do it, you do it. But then, as soon as I got done with the first sequence, and I got the impression that everybody thought I was done. I'm like, wait a minute, I got more. So I felt like I just did a great job, and my pace had been too fast up to that point, and the other times that we did these mock teachings, and I didn't hear Chris in the background telling me to slow down. So as I was doing this, I was like, yeah. So I think I've said this week that there's a couple people in particular I can't wait to have my class. I can't wait to have all of you in my class. It's gonna be really awesome, and I'm so happy to share. I've been doing assisting. Actually, Nikki posted a picture of me assisting. Oh no, she sent it to me. She sent me a picture of me assisting and said, "Looks like a yoga teacher to me." But I feel very successful in my assists. I still don't have figured out all the things I can do. I feel like right now I'm feeling a little redundant because I'm doing the same things, but heck, I'm learning and I'm practicing, and all that stuff is going to come as I learn more and spend more time with it. But these little victories are adding up on top of each other, and saying I am a yoga teacher and owning it. It's great. And we talked a lot yesterday about owning our stuff, and if you have a dream and you have something that you want to do, own it. Just don't come up with excuses. Don't figure out reasons why you can't do it now, or you have to do it later. Come up with a plan and make it happen. And so I have to come up with a plan and make it happen, because I have something that I'm going to do in my future, and it is now. I'm going to work on it 5 minutes a day, and I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to make it happen, and I'll tell you what that is later. But the stuff that you guys have seen me do up to now, where people say to me, how do you do that? I don't understand. Why would you do this? Why would you do that? And I'm like, why not? Well, this is going to be probably one of those where people say, what? I will be saying that to myself. How are you doing this? What? Oh my God, look at you go. But it's time. It's time to do those things. And the excuses have to go away, because I am going to do it. And I'll tell you about it more. But I got to go to class. Love you guys.